And you're here for Indy News number 109. It's going to be an all-image update, and we're going to talk about the deep, dark, dirty secret behind Spawn writer Will Carlton. You will be shocked and amazed. And we're also going to talk about Witch Doctor and why you're not going to be seeing it on a regular basis, but you will be seeing it. All that and more coming right up.
Indie Comics, Bo, and Comic Book Man, a lethal combination.
Remember, jazz hands at least once a day. Independent Comic Book News, episode 109. Wanted candy clams.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. Bo?
Yes?
What time is it?
It's Indie News time!
Oh, that's right. Indie News. Indie News. And Indie News is coming from this place. Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics, including all my Image comics, are always 15% off. Every day for everyone. You know, this is an all-image update, and of course, the king of Image, or one of the kings.
One of the kings of Image.
One of the kings of Image. But the man who was at the top of the king crap heap when Image first started is, of course, Todd McFarlane. And Bo has this very interesting story about Todd McFarlane and Spawn. Bet you didn't know this, but
Todd McFarlane is Will Carlton.
Ah!
The new writer on Spawn as of 185 was Will Carlton. The book has been shipping on time since that point. McFarlane figured, well, since nobody's noticed it yet, I might as well reveal that I am really Will Carlton and have been writing the book since 185.
When 185 came out, 185 sold out, I remember. It was a big creative change they did. And ever since then, ever since 185, sales have gone right in a crapper. At least here at the store. For Spawn. For Spawn, except for 200. 200, of course, was up because of the anniversary and they had all the covers and everything.
The book is now shipping on time, and people were confused by that. So that's where they're not buying it anymore. Because they would go, well, this issue's out. It'll be 3 months before I see the next one. And then all of a sudden, when they start shipping every other month, people went, who cares?
I think it's just the book stinks.
Well, that and what's the point behind the series at this point anyway? I mean, you know, once you went away from the whole thing about the clock counting down and him dying when the clock was over with, that was the series was over after that.
They stopped talking about that like issue 10, didn't they?
I know. Well,
we're up to issue 200.
It lasted a little longer than 10, but once they got past that point, I was like, "What's the point? What's the deal?"
I can never figure out the point behind the character in the first place. It's
because
Batman and Doctor Strange thrown together.
There's the point. It's the Batman and Doctor Strange ripoff.
Homage, not ripoff. Homage. It's a homage.
I had some homage on
it's a smooth blending of the two characters together into one smooth, tasty mix.
It's a ripoff.
Anyway, next story we've got is over at Top Cow.
No, it's Image.
I thought this was Top Cow.
It's Image. Technically, it's Skybound, which is Robert Kirkman's old area of Image, which isn't Shadowline, which is run by Jim Valentino, but it comes out of the lovable banner known as Image Comics.
And we're talking about Witch Doctor, which has already been out from Image. First miniseries shipped last year. They're planning on doing more stuff with Witch Doctor, but what they're not planning on doing with Witch Doctor is making it a
regular series.
That's right.
Because the creative team behind it are fully aware of the fact they couldn't get the book out month after month. But they are doing a second limited series. It'll be called Witch Doctor Malpractice. And as the first limited series focused on other things, this will focus specifically on magic in the universe they've created.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, for all you fans out there who are wondering about Spawn, about Image United where it's going.
4? I think it's
4 and 5. The artwork on 4 and 5 is almost done.
Almost. They should talk to Will Carlton about that. Maybe
they should talk to Will Carlton about that.
Maybe you could help out. I hear he draws too.
And actually, they said the only person that's still excited about the only person who's not excited about the project at this point
is everybody who used to buy the book.
Is Eric Larson, who just wishes it was over and went away because he's just tired of people asking him about it.
You know, they've crossed this bridge before with the Image 10th anniversary hardcover, which
came out in trade,
which came out on the 13th anniversary of the thing. And the reason it came out on the 13th anniversary was because somebody, Will Carlton, couldn't get his work in until 3 years after the fact. So when they announced Image United, and one of the people who was going to be involved artistically in it was Todd McFarlane, it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when it was going to fall off the rails.
Word of advice. issue the whole thing as a trade when it's all done, and just
Yeah.
forget about shipping out 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Just put it out as a trade and go, hi, this is a complete collection of the story you waited almost forever to end,
Yeah.
because we figure at this point nobody gives a crap about it but you folks who are going to buy the trade,
Yeah.
which is a smaller audience of people who would buy the mainstream comic,
Right.
which means that they still have some semblance of way of making any money out of this.
Right. Okay. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more image news. But go to the store's website. Check out all the news that Bo sends me that I post up. Bo,
Yes?
what's a website?
It's made by the people who give you Image United.
Oh.
And Sarah knows all about it.
www.myalternatereality.com. It actually smells a little like split pea soup.
So go to the store's website. Check out all this man's news. And until next time, this is Will Carlton.
You are not Will Carlton.
Screw-
I know Will
screwed that
Carlton,
up.
and you, sir, are no Will Carlton.
Saying bye. Hey, you want to save 20% off of everything in the store? Then show up on the 20th of every month, because the 20th is Founders Day here at Alternate Reality. And on Founders Day, everything except this week's new comics and bulk supplies is 20% off. That's right, every single thing in the store is 20% off every 20th here at Alternate Reality.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.